Hi, I'm Lalita from Let's Speak English, and today we are going to burst some awesome phrases using keep. Now I know what you're thinking. This is really a common English verb, but we are going to focus on accuracy today using these phrases correctly. So we'll practice some common collocation, words that are often used together with keep. So if you're wondering why that's a good idea, it's a good idea to practice words together. So let's get started. So the first one is keep a secret and keep a promise. Now the word keep has two main uses. Firstly, we use it to explain that is keep, and that's why it's often used with a noun secret or promise. So you need to retain possession of that secret, right? And not share it with anyone. So for example, my friend just told me that she's pregnant, but she doesn't want anyone else to know yet. So I don't know how I'll keep it a secret. Or we can say, I don't know how I'll keep her secret. So that is how you use these two phrases. So how do you use to keep a promise? You said you would arrive by Monday. I just hope that you can keep your promise. We need you here. So there you are, how you can use these two phrases. Moving to the next couple, keep something safe. So we also keep something safe, and this means to look after it, right? To look after something. So when I was back home for Christmas, my mom pulled out my primary school uniforms. She had been keeping it safe all these years, and I had absolutely no idea of it. So keep something safe is to protect it. So do you have something that you're keeping safe right now? Do mention that in the comments below. Keep in mind. What does that mean? So keep in mind quite literally means you have something in your mind and you remember it until you need it. So you keep it parked in your mind. So when you get some helpful advice from someone, you can say, thanks, I'll keep that in mind. So that's how you use these couple of expressions. Before we move on to the next couple, do not forget to hit that big fat like button and subscribe to my channel, Let's Speak English. Moving on, keep quiet, keep away. So how do we use these both? So keep can also mean to remain in a certain condition or position, which is why we always say keep quiet, remain quiet. Ben kept quiet while she explained what had happened. Keep away. Keep away means to stay or remain at a distance. Keep away from sand dunes. There are snakes in there. Keep your distance. Now, if you're advising someone or you're warning them, you can use keep your distance. When the monkeys started fighting, the ranger told us to keep our distance. And keep in touch. Of course, you can tell someone that you want to remain in contact with them by saying keep in touch. Now, this is usually with someone whom you don't see very often, and you're leaving, and as you're leaving you might say, well, it's really great bumping into you, let's keep in touch. So that's how we use these phrases. Next one, to keep up with. Keep up or to keep up with is really a handy phrasal verb, especially if you're falling behind and there's a couple of meaning. You can use it when you're falling behind in your understanding. For example, it's really hard to keep up with native speakers when they speak at the natural pace, at the natural pace. They are physically far, that means they are physically far behind. So you can use keep up in the physical sense as well. Okay, so that's how you keep up with. So now there are a heap of expressions using keep that we use to help get organized or to stay informed. We keep track of things, we keep tabs on stuff, we keep people posted, and we keep up to date. So keep track of things, what does it mean? Now keep track of things has two different meanings actually, depending on whether that something is a physical object or it's information. If it's a physical object, then keeping track of it means that you know where it is. So for example, I'm just keeping track of where my kids have gone. Now if you're not talking about physical things like your kids, then keeping track of it means that you're staying informed. So that's how we use keeping track of things. Moving on, keeping tabs on someone or something. It's similar to keeping track of them, but it means to watch something or someone carefully, to monitor their activities or to keep an eye on things. For example, I try to keep tabs on my bank account so that I don't spend too much. So is there anything you like to feel organized and you like to have everything under control? So is there something that you keep tabs on? Do mention that in the comments. Keep on top of things. So what does this expression mean? I like to keep on top of things most often, and I use it most often in a general way with things. But you can make it a little more specific by saying something like this. I like to keep on top of my admin tasks at work. I like to do a little bit every day. So that is how we use both these expressions. Moving on, keep up to date. For example, we like to keep up to date, don't we? Some people read the news every morning to keep up to date with world affairs. So, keep up to date means to keep yourself informed about the latest happenings. And to keep someone posted is a more formal way of saying this in the same way as keep me informed. Okay? So, this expression is more appropriate in the workplace and it's a little too formal to use with friends. Okay, so that is how you keep yourself up to date and you keep someone posted about things. So I hope those expressions were really helpful to you, and a super quick reminder for you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you have subscribed, then do let me know in the comments, because I'd like to keep track of who my regular students are. Thank you for today. You have a great day. Stay safe.